think some categories will lend themselves more to it than others. Hard parts, maybe not so much. You know, for myself, as an example, it's like if there was a Canadian Tire store that's close to me, and there is, I might be more likely to go in and to buy my toaster because at least I'll see really how big it is in a way that I won't know from a picture. And the headache of returning the toaster if I don't like it, it's just, you know, I'm out and about on Saturday anyway. So I just, you know, I think there will be some sales that will increasingly migrate online. Obviously, you know, just look at the changes in music and books. It's enormous. Other categories probably not so much.
I agree completely. It'll be sectoral. It will be transitional over time. But here's a trivia question: does anyone in this room remember the name Webvan? What happened to that? A multi-billion-dollar venture capital, and it was the first attempt at grocery delivery in the United States. And has anybody here actually ordered from Grocery Gateway if they're in the Toronto area? So there you have it. Right. Biggest, most difficult challenge is the last mile. But isn't it interesting? Now, has anyone here also ever grown up on a farm and phoned in the order to the grocery or general store? I see one head nodding. Okay. That happened 60 years ago. You call the store, they pick the order, you come in, and it's ready for you when you get it. What a concept. Those little roller beds in front of the IGA that were there 50 years ago. So the notion of how that actually gets executed is going to be a combination of some of these new solutions. So going online for the busy professional who wants to have ready-to-eat foods and easy-to-pick-up items, where you've got to swing by the grocery store. Someone is pulling up the back hatch of the Volvo station wagon, you know, as it has left the parking garage of the law firm, racing by to pick up the ballerina and you know, boil those fresh noodles and sauce and get her off. Are going to be the kinds of issues that the time-starved parent does with the handheld. And so the variances on how that final mile gets closed may vary somewhat, but Logos, who created the notion of it here in Canada and were the original people behind Grocery Gateway and repossessed the property when the venture capital centralized delivery unit failed, are still figuring out how to close that last mile, even for tomatoes that grow hair if you keep them too long. And so it can be done, and it will be done, and we will start to see these ingenious issues, things such as shared infrastructure. Those are trucks that have 3 different chambers in them for frozen, refrigerated, and ambient temperature goods. That could carry not just their goods, but others. And so we will, you know, when we break down some perceptual and operating barriers, we may actually find ways to actually realize what the propeller heads in the computer room thought was an elegant solution 5 or 6 years ago, but didn't have the executional model.
So you're not, neither of you seem to be prepared to say that it's going to have a big impact on real estate.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yes, it will have a big impact, and it will manifest itself in a variety of different ways. So I think Ken has said that it will manifest itself to different degrees in different businesses, but it will also be on different occasions. Your customer varies. The online business goes up in all categories at gift-giving season, not just because it's gift-giving season and there are more sales, but because they are absolutely certain the store will be out of stock and they don't want to stand in a lineup. They don't trust the store inventory and they buy online. So there can be a number of issues that can even be seasonal.